Yo, what's up, guys? Well, we got the news today that I think a lot of us Italians were hoping for today, guys. Luciano Spalletti is out as Italian national team manager, guys, managing only 23 games with a record of 11 wins, 6 draws, and 6 losses. Now, guys, I think we can all agree that this move was inevitable and absolutely needed to happen for the Italian national team, guys. As we saw, of course, Luciano Spalletti did not give the spark that this national team needed. Italy at times, guys, were very frustrating to watch, especially after what we saw last year in Euro 24, guys. That was really frustrating at times. Italy were even lucky enough to get out of the group stages of Euro 24 with the last-second goal by Mattia Zaccagni, if you guys remember that curler against Croatia to get them through and eliminate the Croatians. That was the only reason why Italy was able to get out of the group stage. Because if they had lost that game, he probably would have gone fired. But not only that, though, guys, just his player selections were questionable. His tactics, it's just so many frustrating things regarding this manager, guys. His call-ups, just a lot of things that we can go back and look at and see many reasons why this guy will be sacked after the game tomorrow night against Moldova. And that's another thing that really confuses me, is that why are you letting a manager that knows he's fired coach one more game for the national team? It makes no sense to me. I know he said that he wants to win, leave on a good note for the next person, but honestly, I would not let this guy manage the game tomorrow night, because the players already know that this guy's already out after tomorrow night. So what's the point of even playing for this manager, right? And that's the thing too, guys, is that this manager here, after coming off a title with Napoli, we all thought to ourselves that, Spalletti did a really good job by Napoli. He'll bring that attacking type of formation, guys, to Italy, and he never did it. Now, you could say that Italy didn't have the players and the suitable players for the formation that he wanted to play. That's why he switched to a three-man defense to suit certain Inter players and suit other players' characteristics, per se. But still, you got to do what's best for the national team, and this guy did not do enough to keep his job, guys. Did not decide to change formation, kept on calling up certain players, starting certain guys, like I mentioned in my video the other day when we lost to Norway. He continuously plays these Napoli players, Di Lorenzo at center back, when the guy is more suited to a wing back role / right back role that he played with Napoli under Conte this year, where he won a title, of course, another Scudetto, and then he won a Scudetto under Spalletti a few years back. So I don't understand why this guy was so hard-headed to not play certain players in their more favorable positions. Raspadori being on the team as a starter shouldn't have happened. Not calling guys like Chiesa. I know Chiesa had injuries, didn't play much for Liverpool this year, but he's a dynamic player that gives you pace on the flanks. You need a guy like that who can absolutely hit a team off on the counter, guys. And then you got another guy like Orsolini, who he refused to call up for weeks and weeks and weeks. I don't even understand why he was refusing to do it. And Orsolini was getting so fed up, he had to start knocking on the cameras every time he scored a goal and saying for a call-up every time. This is the thing about this manager, guys. A lot of question marks with what he did as a manager for only a year and a half. It was very disappointing tenure for this man, after what he did at Napoli, like I mentioned. And it just was really frustrating to see how they played against Norway. And you knew after that game against Norway, guys, this man could not lead this team moving forward in qualifiers, because we are absolutely at major, major risk of not qualifying for a third straight World Cup, guys. As you guys saw in my Italy-Norway video, this is a serious problem. With Norway having like a 10-plus goal differential, they're undefeated in the group now. This is a serious problem for the team, and now you got to go and find a manager, and there's not many options out there, guys. And honestly, I'm extremely concerned with the options out there. You could go back to Roberto Mancini, sure. Or you can go with the fan favorite that everybody wants, and Claudio Ranieri, who had just an incredible season at Roma, guys. But the thing is that Ranieri's 75 years old. He doesn't want to manage anymore. He wants to take on an upper management role with Roma. So I understand why people want him to take over the job. The guy won a Premier League with Leicester. Like I said, he won 18 games unbeaten with Roma once he came in to replace Juric. So I think Granetti would be a great choice, guys. I just do not know if he's going to be the one to take the job. He seems pretty hesitant, but Gravina wants him, even though I think Gravina's an idiot on top of it all, guys. He should hire him, but it'll be up to Ranieri. And now, the option that I dread more than anything, guys, is looking at Stefano Pioli as the next option for Italy. And guys, I'm telling you right now, as a Milan fan, I saw what Stefano Pioli was about. Did a really good job at Milan. Obviously, brought a Scudetto to the club. You know, had a lot of good team camaraderie. They were a good team together, a family. But guys, let's be honest here. I just do not think Pioli is the right profile for the national team. They might hire him because they got nothing else out there. That's the biggest concern. So if they hire Pioli, I'm not crazy about the hire. But if you ask me, if they do hire him, it will be like he's basically the last choice. For me, I would prefer if you bring in a guy like maybe Palladino, who's younger, you know, maybe a more attacking minded per se. I know Pioli's got an attacking tactics, guys, but at the same time, though, I just don't like what I've seen with him at Milan the last few years at the club. So I would not be crazy about his hire. Palladino, sure, he had a good year at Fiorentina, but obviously they had some blimps. Mancini, you bring him back, you're going back to the same thing you had before he quit, guys, after they lost to North Macedonia. So a lot of question marks on who this team's going to hire, guys, as their next manager. Really difficult situation now. You got a game tomorrow, a must-win, per se, if you guys would agree with me. It's a must-win tomorrow. Italy have to win if they want any chance of possibly trying to win the group. You got to go undefeated now, and you got to beat Norway at home. So some difficult tasks ahead for this team, guys. They got a lot of difficult things coming up now with who they're going to hire, how they're going to play, what formation are they going to play, and which certain players do they call up moving forward. They have to start calling up the younger guys and making them play more. And that's another thing on top of it, guys, is that the national team in Serie A, the development of players. Like you got guys like Lamine Yamal at 17 years old playing for Spain, a European champion. These are the type of countries that prioritize youth. And Italy has not done that for an extremely long time. And I think that is a big detriment as to why we have struggled at times, guys, qualifying for the World Cup and everything else. I know we've won a Euro in between, but the way Italy has played when it comes to qualifying for these tournaments as of late is not good enough. And you have to blame how things start from the bottom. And when these kids get to a certain age, they just do not get the playing time and they can never develop at the highest level. And this is why Italy struggles on the international stage, guys, because they're behind in development compared to countries like Spain, France, England now, just to name a few countries. This is why I think Italy is way behind in where they are as a team and where they are as a nation. Just a few reasons why they struggle to develop talent because of Serie A not giving these young kids talent. And that's a major detriment to the country of Italy, guys. They need to start focusing on the youth because we can see that certain positions we lack in compared to other countries, and Italy have to find a way to change that now. Now, let's see who they hire as the next manager. I'm glad that they fired Spalletti now, even though he's going to manage tomorrow, which makes no sense, like I said. Gravina should be resigning on top of it, but that guy there has no dignity. He wouldn't quit. He'd rather just collect a paycheck. And that's the frustrating thing, guys. It just seems like some people just do not care about the national team like they used to in the past. And things need to change moving forward, because if they don't, I can't imagine this team missing a third straight World Cup as could possibly happen this year, guys. But we'll see what happens, guys. Good job by Gravina to sack Spalletti. Absolutely deserved sacking. Did not do enough. Was hard-headed at times. Did not call up the right players, calling up the wrong players. Like I said, calling up guys like Rugani, for God's sakes, like unacceptable to me, guys. This was inevitable for Luciano Spalletti. And now we must see who they hire. But let's hope for a good result tomorrow, because this team here needs to get back on track if they want to qualify for the World Cup, guys, next summer. But, guys, that's it for this video today. Thank you very much for watching. As always, like this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Forza Italia sempre, as always. Remember, if you do not want sports, share more. Ciao, guys.